Okay, so let's try this again. Uh, so I think one of the things you could do is just rework the camera stuff a little bit. Um, and so I think the a shot and getting rid of some of the animation where it's all like just crazy and it's hard to understand what's going on. Um, just animating it like it gets pushed a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. And I've got an example animation file that kind of shows this. Um, Again, you can see it from this angle, like it's getting pushed, and then something like this where it kind of like tumbles out. I think maybe even probably even be a little bit more dramatic, so you can see more into the box to see the actual other gumdrops inside. And I think that I don't think it'll take that much time to just do some much simpler animation as opposed to having like the box go really crazy. And like I said, it just could be something where the box just doing one of those kind of things where it kind of like, psh, 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 and then the panels kind of fly open. I did add a bend to this file so that as they're swinging open, you could actually like have the bend fold in and out and exaggerate that just and you can see how I use that in the animation example that I'm going to send you. For the rig, I did have a little problem with the stretch before. I did get that fixed so that the stretch, when it's animating and stuff, it'll stretch properly now. It won't break apart like it was before. So this is all kind of working now. So I have this FFD that's kind of squishing this based on the stretch modifier. Typically I've got that in a layer saying keep hidden. So all you gotta do is hide that layer, and then it simplifies and gets rid of all that stuff in the way. So now you can just use the master control that I've got set up, and this master control is to do the animation for moving the character up and down, side to side. It's even for it'll rotate around the base, which is kind of nice, so you can like rock it back and forth fairly nicely. And then for the main character, he's got his pivot in the center, so you can do things like spin, tumble, and do that kind of stuff from the center. But it's not made to be animated from with the position stuff. That's all driven here, and that's just to simplify the rig and simplify how much, so you don't get caught making putting keyframes and not being able to control it. The last thing per your request was to get the iRig kind of set. So this is all working nicely now. So, and it's linked to the body, so if the body swivels, whatever, the iRig stays with it. So I did fix that from the earlier version I just sent you. So sorry about that. I didn't realize I just didn't parent something together. So so that's all in this file. That'll be I'll be sending, and I'm just gonna call it V3. How about that? And the animation example file that I'm going to send, so here's just sort of a quick, we got a little bit of a slide, and it kind of rocks the box back and forth as it kind of moved it, and then it kind of like does it again, and then it does. And you can even like render that from the intro camera, and then from the same angle. You can have it play through the same animation, and then for camera 3, or Cam 3. I kind of had this thing set up so that when you get to this point, it does one more like launch forward, and when it launches it forward, it shoots out the gumdrop. Looks like I got its head poking out a little soon, but that could be fixed. Just need to keyframe him back a little bit, don't I? Boom! Box breaks apart really quickly, and then the gumdrop like bounces. And you can, and the cool thing is that, you know, I put a few of those gumdrops in there, so when he pops out, you immediately start to see these guys. You know, so when he like settles in, you're all set for him to like look back and like, hey guys, what's going on? Oh, I thought that was kind of cool. But hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of you know, what I was talking about as far as what you could do with the shot. You know, what would be the most interesting thing to do with it. And like I said, I think simplifying the earlier shots were on how it's shaking, then you can get to the fun part, which is this whole sequence where he pops out of the box. I think that's probably the most fun about the whole, for the animation part, that's probably the most fun. And then he can like hop up and like turn around, look at these guys, and then like turn and start to look up, and then you can cut to your shot. So like I said, this will be the main shot right here with it busting out. So anyway, so there's that. So I'll send both these files, one with the things just rigged, and then one with this animation example, so you can sort of take a look at this.